to my computer. Okay. All right. Well, awesome. Well, welcome everyone. We're super excited to share all of the goodness that Zyia has to offer with you all. When we were talking about how is the best way to share this information, we thought that initiating the group and posting all of the information in regards to compensation structure, starter kit, where Zyia came from, that would be the best way. And then getting on a Zoom and answering questions and having more of a Q&A would be the biggest benefit to you guys. So with that being said, I think what we'll do is and if anyone has questions along the way, put them in the chat and we will definitely answer those as well. So I know Zoe, you've been doing Zyia for a couple of weeks in Australia. So if you have feedback too, please chime in at any time. So first of all, I'm Jamie James. So I've been with Zyia for 3 years, just over 3 years, and it's just been an absolute blessing in my life. And I went to an online party, like some of you probably, and I had never tried a piece of Zyia before I decided to become a rep. Jumped in as a rep, got my Zyia, fell in love with it at that point. So we also have Savannah C's on, and when she answers some of the questions, she can maybe introduce herself as well. Robin Eddy and Megan Beatty. Okay, so to start with, I guess I just wanted to ask these three a couple of questions, and just thinking back about when we started in this business and what questions we had before starting. So first and foremost, what drew you to Zyia? Like, what was it about this opportunity that you were like, okay, yep, I want to become a Zyia rep? Or did you not feel that way at first? So we can start with Sav if you want.
Yeah. Hey guys. I'm Savannah, but I have been with Zyia for probably 2.5 years now. I joined because I tried on my sister's leggings and I knew I'd want the discount. I had no intention of running the business at all. Robin had a launch party and it just kind of changed from there. So my favorite part, I was intrigued by it. You see those direct sale things and you're like, could I do it? But I was never completely pulled to something like I was Zyia, just the community, the team, everything about it. So that really pulled me in and made me want to actually run it as a business. I never before thought I would be doing sales. So I think my favorite part now is seeing men and women see that they're capable of more. Their thing, you're a mom, you're a dad, you're a full-time job. Like it's my thing. It's my thing that my family supports, but it's my thing. And it's something that I can work into my life. I'm not running my life around my work. I'm running my, work around my life.
I love that. Yeah. Okay, Robin.
Yeah, so I was actually a former school teacher and 10 years ago got into direct sales and was honestly doing really well. I was kind of known in that business as, it was 31 gifts is what it was called. I was kind of the 31 girl. My sales were great. I loved it. I did it for 7.5 years. And I was invited to a Zyia party. And it just changed the whole trajectory of my life. I'm not even kidding. I was so intrigued, that's the word I use too, by what I was seeing. This girl, Mariah Backey, was in her bathroom showing off these joggers and then throwing on a top and changing the look. And I was like, what is this? And I want to do this. And in my mind, I'm like, no, I'm already doing something. I'm already successful here. Like, no way. But I could not stop thinking about it. And then people were buying like crazy. Like women were shopping and they were loving this. And I'm like, I want to do it. So I started researching. I could not sleep, honestly. And I sleep. This girl sleeps. I love to sleep. I couldn't sleep. I was having anxiety. Finally, 6 days later, after not telling my husband any of this, I walked into his office and I said, I think I want to do this. And I knew in my heart, he'd say, nope, you're the 31 girl. But instead he said, I could see this. I could see you being a good fit for you. So long story short, I jumped in owning one shirt, and the rest is kind of history. So yeah, kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's awesome. Megan?
Hi. Okay, so I have been a rep for 3 years, and very similar to Robin, I was part of another direct sales company, and I was also a full-time marketing director for a company out of Portland, Oregon, but I was working from home. I was in a direct sales company where I was falling out of love with the product. I didn't fully 100% believe in the product. And so it became where it was very hard for me to even talk about the product with others or try to sell the product because I wasn't feeling in my heart that I truly believed 100% in it. And I was given from my husband, who had his sister do his shopping for him, a pair of leggings for Christmas of Zyia. And immediately, right when I heard it was a network marketing company, I was like, the wheels just started turning, because I was like, oh my gosh, I love these leggings. They feel exactly like my Lulus. The wear and tear, the feel, everything was the same. And so I too started researching the company. I was in a party that my sister-in-law was doing, and I was super intrigued by everyone that was buying as well. And at that point, I was flying to Portland, Oregon to do a training for the company I was working for. And I could not stop counting the people in the airport that were wearing activewear. It was like all around me everywhere. And I lost track. I was sitting in the airport, and I remember calling my husband saying, oh my gosh, like, this is huge, Brian. This is a brand new company. It's only been around for 2 years. Like, I can't stop thinking about it. I want to do it. And he too I had at that time was running my own like online boutique, and it was very small. And so I was kind of getting into clothing, and I loved it. But I hated the fact that I had to manage the inventory. I had all this massive inventory in my house. It was taking over our living room and our table, and it was taking me hours to package. And I was like, if I could do this and not have to deal with the inventory and make some extra income with network marketing, I knew what it did for me in my previous company. I was like 100% in. And the same thing, I couldn't sleep. It was all I could think about. And I just went 100%, dove all the way in, and have not looked back since.
That's awesome. And I think we all were intrigued by the opportunity, and we all started when Zyia in the United States was 2 years old. So, I think that is just a huge statement, the fact that it is brand spanking new in Australia. So the opportunity that exists for those in Australia is like absolutely incredible. So one question I have, I know when I jumped at the opportunity, I jumped because I too love direct sales, love the opportunity it gives so many men and women, but for me, especially women. But I was working full time. I coach. I have 3 super busy kids. So I kind of was like, I have no idea how I'm going to fit this into my life. I remember seeing the party and starting to like copy and save all the posts, because I was like, how am I going to do this? How am I going to figure out how to post different things? And when I found out that we use a scheduling app that posts everything for us, I was like, this is genius. So that is one thing I want to say is we do almost 99% of the reps on our team use a scheduling, third-party scheduling system called Post My Party. And it basically posts everything for you in your parties, which is a huge time saver. I could never have done this business without Post My Party, especially working full-time. So you really truly can fit it into the cracks of your day. But in saying that, let me ask, because I know, Sav, you work full-time as well. So how do you fit it into the cracks of your day?
I will say first too, when I wanted to just join for the discount, Robin showed me Post My Party, and I was like, oh, I think I could do this, so it saved so much time.
Yes.
I work full time, 2 busy kiddos. I think it's a matter of, I'll check my phone for some questions when people have them, but people know that it's not, you don't work any other job 24 hours a day. So why would you work 24 hours a day for Zyia? So I'll check my messages on my lunch or before or after work. People are never thinking, oh, she didn't get back to me within an hour's time. I also love Zyia Marketing. We have a Facebook group that is invaluable. There's no reinventing the wheel here because you get graphics from them. Reps are sharing sizing information, different things you can do in your VIP. So it's just, there's so many things that can help. And our team, like if I am busy in a meeting, hey, Robin, can you post new releases for me? Absolutely. Like somebody's always willing to help in that way too. So it's very easy. As long as you have a phone, you can do it from anywhere.
Yes, yes, you can truly do it from anywhere. And I know, Zoe, you've been doing this for like a couple of years, and I'm sorry, I'm totally putting you on the spot. Do you feel like it's been an easy fit into your life?
I do, because of Post My Party, like that really is a game changer. But also I've come from sales, so I think you get a thicker skin, you know what to expect. But to do activewear in Australia, I think it's going to go off. It's already in the month and a half. I've had 12 parties, so it's just been non-stop. It's been so good. And yeah, it's because people, they want a new brand. And they want to see people excited about it and people wearing it instead of just going to the shops and buying it. And I think that's been a game changer.
That's awesome. Yes. Yay. Yes, you're doing so awesome. I love it. Just love it. And okay, since we're talking about parties, if Robin, you could give everyone a little bit of rundown, how do the majority of us do our businesses? I mean, you can do your Zyia business in multiple different ways. But if you just want to talk about maybe a couple of the different ways that the majority of people do their Zyia business.
Sure. And so first of all, congratulations. That just gave me major goosebumps. I'm like, I just remember when things started taking off here and how crazy busy it is. And you are a little bit more busy in the beginning because you don't know the line that well. So every question is like an extra step. But that will go away quickly, and you'll learn things, and I'm just so excited for you. So stinking excited. So in my former direct sales business, it was all home parties primarily. Online parties wasn't really a thing. So I was packing up my inventory, heading out the door several nights a week, and it was a lot. So I love the fact that majority of our reps actually do the online party versus the home party. But is it an option? Can you do the home party? Can you do the pop-ups? Absolutely 100%. And they have a very high success rate here in the United States. Actually, women love to get together. It's clothing. They love to touch and feel. So absolutely don't rule that out, especially if you're launching your business. It's a great way to that close circle, that network that lives close by, pop in, touch it, feel it, try it on. Do you have to have all the sizes? Absolutely not. We pride ourselves on the fact that you do not have to have inventory. You get that starter kit and you utilize that starter kit. I remember in the beginning, Megan, do I need to buy more? Do I need to buy all the sizes? She's like, no. You're just showing people that they have to do that. And they're going to say, nope, I don't want to join you. There's no way I could have all that. So we, again, pride ourselves on utilize that starter kit. And over time, you're obviously going to build your wardrobe if you're working your business. So home parties, yes. Online parties, as we discussed, you have Post My Party. It is a dream. There was at one point in time where Jamie thought Australia didn't have Post My Party. It wasn't available. And we were like, oh my gosh, but we were mistaken. Post My Party is an online website and it is online in Australia. So golden there, it is a game changer. I will say with that, I kind of have a system, and I think you'll find a system too, where my parties always start on Sunday and they go through Friday, and you'll find your little nuggets of time and when you do them and when you schedule them. But once you get that routine down, it's like clockwork, and it will just, again, fit in those nooks and crannies of your day. So home parties, online parties. What else do people do? When I first started, when I was trying to really get people to feel it and touch it, Sav did this too. We had Zyia in a bag, and I would post a picture of my bag knowing that had Zyia in it, and I will drop it off. Who would like it? So I would drop it off at the local place in town where people worked and they would show their friends, and you can just create a link for them and they can order. So there's lots of different ways that you can promote your business and party in Zyia.
Yes, yes. And I know, like you said, so many people do it so many different ways. I've primarily built my business, well, pretty much 100% online, but definitely I see the value in home parties as well, like just the touching and feeling. And so yes. Okay, so let me see what other questions. I'm trying to think back, like I said, when we started, what are some of the questions we had? What is, for me, the starter kit of, I forget what it is in Australia now, $4.45 or 50, right around there, Australian dollars. And I did a quick video of what's in the starter kit. So you get 5 amazing pieces, $140 gift card, all for $445, right around there. So to start your own business, that's super inexpensive. But I guess for those that are concerned about the cost, Megan, what are some other options to get started versus like purchasing the starter kit right up front? Oh, you're on mute.
Hurry. So if you are wanting to get started and you're just unsure if you want to pay that amount, you can host a party. And so you're hosting, you can do an online party or an in-home party, just as Robin stated. Those are the various ways of doing a party. You could do a Zoom party like this, where it's just one night, 1 hour, any way that you want to host that party. And the rep that invited you here would host that party for you. And you can then use your credits. You're going to earn credits towards free product, and then you're going to earn half off items that you get to purchase items at half the cost at 50% off. So the credits portion of that, what you're getting free, you can use towards the starter kit. So essentially you could earn your starter kit for free. So it depends on what your party sales would be, and that percentage then would go back to the starter kit. We have different ways. I always say, if you feel in your gut or your heart or your mind that you're going to end up being a rep, we always say, go ahead and join as a rep and then have that launch party, because you yourself then are earning the commission. Plus you're earning your own hostess rewards, which right away is going to get you that credit and half off to start getting inventory to promote and to show. But either way are options for you to get started. We have people that do both, or we even have people that will host a party, not use their credits, and then 2 days later decide, I can't stop thinking about it, and decide to jump in as a rep.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, so let me ask, so each of you can answer this question. So being with Zyia over the last, however, 2-3 years, what has Zyia provided you with opportunity-wise that you may have not had without Zyia? So let's start with Seth.
So much. I think one, just confidence. I mean, just hitting that live button is scary when you first start doing it, but just, doing so many things I never thought I would, and finding a community of women and men that really just cheer each other on, but being able to say yes more. I mean, obviously, a lot of people join for the income, and it's given back to my family and various other things we've given to so much. It can be life-changing, and maybe life-changing is $200 to $300. Maybe that's not, replacing your whole job. Maybe it's just sending your kid to dance. But it has definitely changed a lot. And it's also, it's fun to see when I'm going for something, my family's asking about it. My kids, my husband, they're like, what are you doing? And how far are you? How close are you? So it's just that support, feeling a lot of support with it too.
Yes, love that. Robin?
Same, so many things. I don't know if it came from my teacher background or what. You can say hi really quick, but then you need to go say hi.
Hi, buddy.
That's a door. But my teacher background or what, but I was pretty frugal when it came to money, and wanted to do things, but always held back. And so, yes, being able to say yes more. For example, my daughter turned 13, in November, and I never in a million years would have dreamed, but I was like, let's go on a plane and go to St. Louis, which is super close. So it's just a little plane. And my niece, the three of us went to St. Louis for the weekend and did a little shopping and stayed in a hotel. And I mean, it was priceless. And those are things that I never, ever would have dreamed of doing before. Being able to say yes to giving back more. I've always wanted to be able to do that, but always reserved because of bills and this and that and all the things. So I love that. There's so many things, you guys. And again, like Sav said, on whatever level, I love helping women succeed in this business and find whatever it is they're looking for to add to their life. It's also like, I love talking about how this can be a channel for you to shine, to show your gifts that God's given you or whatever your beliefs are. But it's that place, it's that platform to use our 4 pillars and shine that light upon others. And I know if that sounds cheesy, maybe it is, but it is very, very true in this business.
Mm-hmm. Yes, absolutely. Me?
Sorry, I keep muting myself. Yeah, so much of the same. Obviously, being able to say yes, same thing, things that you maybe wouldn't have before, and that you're able to do that. I think it changes throughout my journey of Zyia. Like when I first started, it seemed so like things were small, like, oh, I just want to I never used to spend money on activewear. I know that sounds so funny, but I remember going to the gym and like I would do a CrossFit class, and I remember always feeling like one of my best friends, who is also a family member, would always have like the greatest like leggings on, and I always felt like silly because I had my old like Nike like see through the butt, they aren't squat proof at all, and I just remember always thinking I just never wanted to spend money on that. Hence why I had Brian get me leggings for Christmas, and that's why he got me Zyia. But I just never ever spent. So in the beginning, and it sounds so silly, that was like it for me. It's like I was working from home. I was wearing old raggedy sweatpants all the time. Like I wanted to look good and feel good. And like right away, Zyia gave me that. And then being able to do that for other women is so fulfilling. So I feel like Zyia has given me income, yes, that I could never have dreamed of, ever would have dreamed of. But the fulfillment that it's given me with this community and being able to help women, whether it's getting that pair of leggings that they can't afford, or it's the $200 or the $300 extra dollars, or it's being able to quit that job that's stressing them out. It's that fulfillment that I don't think I would have if it weren't for Zyia. And it's so weird because it's such a huge part of my life. And now it's like, I don't even really care to talk to my friends that are in Zyia. I know that sounds so bad. I'm like, I don't even care. I mean, like my chats and my like everything is like Zyia. And I mean, I still have my friends, but it's just became.
Can I point out, like, I remember when you started and then without you even realizing it, didn't you like lose weight, get fit? Like you took a picture of when you started.
Yeah.
Because the accountability, whether you know it or not, the accountability of the clothing you get and then the community that we're in, you're like, well, crap, I better work out because all the reps on my team are working out today and they're showing their outfits of the day. And like, it is. Like,
Yeah, it's like, it just made me feel good. And so I always say this, Zyia has made me a better me, like inside and out, like a better me. Like it's made me think about things in different ways, want to give back in different ways, just truly made me a better person. And so that fulfillment that it's irreplaceable. It's so hard to explain unless you actually feel it and you're part of it.
Mm-hmm. It is hard to explain. It's just like a giant family. And I love the fact, I mean, it really didn't help me want to work out every day. So I love that it's for you. But it does make you feel so good in what you have on and good in your own skin and loving yourself for who you are and your body for what it is and the things. I mean, it's a blessing. I mean, what we have, all of our bodies is such a blessing. So, yeah, it is. Zyia is an amazing community stemming from the founders down. It truly, truly is. So if you
Can I
guys,
just do one more? I gotta butt in real quick because I almost said no, sorry to butt in. I almost said no in the beginning because I thought I needed to be that fitness person. I thought I needed to be working out at the gym because it almost made me say no. Lots of things. But I'm thankful that it didn't, because once you join Zyia, you will see that this community is full of women and men from all ages, all sizes, all nationalities. It's everything. It encompasses all the things. So don't let that hold you back, please. There is a place for everyone in this company.
yes, absolutely. Yep, couldn't have said it better. Okay, so 2 more quick questions because we don't want to keep you guys very long. But before I ask those questions, I just want to remind everyone, please go back to the group page. There's lots of good information on the company. And like I said, compensation structure, recognition program, the starter kit. So lots of great information there. We just made this more casual and more of a Q&A. To kind of give you real life. But okay, so one last question, or I have 2 more questions. What was your favorite Zyia piece? What was your first Zyia piece, and what is your favorite? And that's just really one question. I have one more after this. So first Zyia piece and favorite. Okay, Sav.
I got 3 things at once. So I got the bomber bra, a copper charge, and the light and tights. But the light and tights are what I tried on, and I didn't even own them yet. They were my sister's. And I bought the kit. So, and my favorites, I'd probably say the Luxe leggings and the Heavenly shirt. I wear that Heavenly with the thumb holes all the time. It's one of my favorites.
Awesome. I love those too. All right, Robin.
My first was something similar to like a performance hoodie that we have now. It was a shirt. And my favorites, not light and tights all the way.
All right, me. Oh, you're on mute.
My dog keeps barking, so I keep muting. So my first was called the Chills, and they're like a light and tight. They're called the Chills, and I hope they bring them back because they're so good. They were my very first leggings that I got. Brian got me those. He also got me a little jacket, windbreaker jacket that we don't have anymore. My absolute favorite piece, man, this is hard. I'm gonna have to say the Unity leggings, our new Unity leggings are probably my absolute favorite piece now.
Awesome.
Second, light and tights are a very close second.
Yeah, those are my favorite. I don't know if I'll ever have, I don't think anything can beat the light and tights for me. Zoe, since you're new, what's your favorite so far?
So my first was the Coral All-Star bra, which I've been wearing everywhere, including to the beach and the swimming pool, because it makes me look so tanned. And but my favorites, well, these Jaguar leggings have just turned up on my door. I really have been rubbing my thighs the entire time because they are so soft and beautiful. So these could be my new top favorite. The light and tights, yes, but these Jaguars.
Stand up, girl, stand up.
Woo! Look at those. I love it.
Those are very similar to the Unity too. So
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, so last question. If you could go back in time before you started Zyia, what would be your best piece of advice to yourself or to these girls just starting in a brand new country with Zyia? Anyone, jump in.
I'll go first. Never, ever, ever prejudge what people will say when you share the opportunity with them. Don't make the decision for them. Share it to allow them to make that decision for themselves and get out of your own way. Stop worrying about what people think. Because truly, it's not about you. It's about them and what they're feeling and what their life is. And I truly believe it's all about timing and you presenting that opportunity at the perfect time. And if you don't do that, if you get in your own way, you can be missing out on something completely life-changing for yourself.
Yes, Love it. Robin?
Right. And don't just think about, can I do this? Can I sell? Think about building a team. You might, only want to sell X amount of dollars every month, but you might be a phenomenal leader. Think bigger than that. Because you adding one person to your team that she just takes off like fire could just change your whole business very, very quickly.
Love it. Sav?
I would say a couple of things. One, now looking back at where we came from and where Australia is new, run and run hard if you really want to make a big impact in this business. I'm telling you, you can. Just go all out, hit the gas, don't stop. And then don't feel weird about selling, because I did at first, and I had an online boutique just like Megan. I felt like I was going to be salesy, but then service mindset, if you are coming to them and really wanting them to love their leggings and be happy in their clothing, you're not selling, you're sharing a product you love. I always say, if I will tell my friend, to go get that new drink at our Starbucks here, why wouldn't I tell them the leggings I love too? So just like she said, don't assume, and no doesn't mean no forever. Maybe it's just not the right time. If you want them to host, or if you want them on your team, I have a list of people that have told me not right now. I will be following up for parties. I will be following up for them to be on my team, because I believe that they should be doing this, so don't get down on the nose. You'll have them, but they're watching you. They are watching you, and they might come back in a year from now.
Yes, I love it. Yeah, and mine would be just jump, kind of like Sav said. Like I said, we started around two years. It was already 2 years old in the US. And if I would have known then what I know now, just jump at this opportunity, run with it, because there really is an incredible opportunity in Australia right at your fingertips. And it's really up to you what you do with it. But worst case scenario, because the starter kit is so incredible, you have a closet full of super cute clothes. That's worst case scenario. Best case, it may be one of the best things you ever do for yourself. So any questions? We tried to keep it at 30 minutes, almost 40, but any questions, Sherry or Zoe? Any questions from you guys?
For me, not at this stage, no.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you guys, and we'll be popping on again. Well, 9 or 10 your time, and 5 a.m. our time.
And there might be one less person on the screen tomorrow at 5 a.m.
You can do it.
I'm not a morning person either. So.
No. Oh, well, we won't look like morning people either. Oh, here, let me stop.